Hello, Fabulous Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of March 2013. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. As I looked at the sky for you, I was reminded of this whole notion of, how we can at times be visited by a muse, right? Just visited by a great idea. It could be a character that all of a sudden reveals itself and desires to be written about. It could be an amazing song. It could just be a feeling of creativity that leads us to do a brainstorm that uncovers a really promising idea. But it does look like in some way this month you are being visited by a muse, especially as I look at what's taking place towards the end of the month. Now, on the surface, that might not seem terribly glamorous or terribly eventful, but actually it is, because this time, this muse holds the potential for tremendous prosperity. It holds the potential not only for your happiness and trusting your passion, but there is an aspect of this that has to do with sort of doing your own thing and trusting that there is going to be a reception for this, that this is something that could pay off really, really big. So in line with this very big payoff, now I'm not used to saying this very often, but it does look like that is a possibility for you now. As I said, most of you are going to experience this in terms of a creative idea or a creative project, and it does delight you and inspire you, and you like working on it and you're changed by it, and it brings you money, in some cases immediately, but for many of you, you might have to wait a little bit longer, but it does hold the seeds for tremendous prosperity. You see that right away. Develop it a little bit, and it will prove to be so a little bit further down the road. For some of you, this is going to play out in terms of, really, quite honestly, if you are somebody who wants to have a child, it is very possible this month that you are surprised and delighted by some news of a new child along the way for you, and a family growing for you, and a child coming into your care. And so that should be very nice if that is something you want. And it does look like there's a lot of happiness and a lot of love around this time as well. So if that's how this energy chooses to manifest, that's a very literal way. That's one literal way that this energy can manifest. And if that's the way that it does, then it does seem like you are at peace at the very least, but also you may end up actually being very happy about it, and you make some decisions that feel really good for you. Now, if you are one of those people who knows for sure that that's not something that you want, then of course there are things that you can do right now, steps that you can take so that this energy doesn't have to manifest in that way. For some of you out there, and I will be very honest, I don't think I've ever said this in a video before, but for some of you out there, it would be a good time for you to consider placing a bet of sorts. Okay, so please don't, mortgage your house so that you can buy some amazing lottery ticket or whatever. That's really not what you want to do. That is really not something that you want to do. But if it just involves a small bet placed at the right time, completely affordable, whether it's a lottery ticket or otherwise, as long as it's smart, as long as it involves an amount of money that really isn't, whether you can use it or lose it and it wouldn't really make a difference to your life, something like that. And also that it should feel right in the moment, that all of a sudden you see something and you're hit with an inspiration and you understand what numbers you should be playing and you're able to do that right away. That kind of flow, and you'll know it when you're in it, especially as a Sagittarius. Like, Sagittarians know when they are riding an energy that is leading them somewhere good, because you feel more at peace and you feel happier. You just feel like you're riding a wave, an energy of enthusiasm and joy, and that you're moving somewhere really good. But you also know, if you're honest with yourself, you also know when you are not riding that energy. You also know when in some way the energy is getting stuck or something doesn't feel right. So you really want to pay attention to that part of yourself more than anything, because that is going to lead you to the most positive outcome. So whether you're buying a lottery ticket, whether you're actually opening yourself up to artistic inspiration, or whether you're considering children, however it is that these new entities desire to be expressed, new entities, new opportunities desire to come through you, you certainly are able to do it, and you are able to do it in ways that bring a tremendous amount of joy as well. There is a focus, especially when I look at what's taking place earlier in the month, right? In the early part of the month, it seems very much that you're thinking about stability, you're thinking about security, and that energy, that trend is not going to last that long. You might have to pay a little bit of attention to what's happening in your immediate environment, your home environment. There might be an opportunity to make change, and whether or not you take that is going to be up to you. And there might be also this month some resolution to a home-related matter. So whether you're trying to sell your home or trying to buy a home, or trying to renovate, whatever the case may be, if there's a home matter that's been going on, it will find its resolution. If there's a matter related to your parents that's been going on, it will find a resolution. But that seems to sort of happen with a pace that is measured and a pace that is largely nice. It really is towards the end of the month when all the activity is happening and all the energy is happening, and also all the fun seems to be happening as well. And you're so ready for it. You're ready to have some fun. You're ready to have a good time. You have that determination, and you also have the confidence to go out and get it. Be open to new ideas and trust them. Trust them when they come, and they will lead to very good things. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.